Thank you, Professor and fellow classmates, for having me today. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about why I feel pre-K is really important for all of our students. What many of you may not know is that pre-K is not a new concept. It's actually been around since 1960. At that time, 10% of all 3 and 4-year-olds attended. Since that time, many studies have been done to prove that it is helpful for the future success of students. We also know that it takes place during early brain development, and it helps to enhance their social skills. These are all really key important factors because we live in a world today where other countries are pushing education to the limit. We need our future leaders to keep up with their future leaders. In fact, if you look right now at Ranking America, you'll see that we are number 14 out of 40. Now, 14 is not a bad spot to be in, but I'd like to see us closer to that top 5. I definitely don't want to see us going down. And pre-K is a step we can take that may give us an extra advantage. I'm going to talk a little bit about some different things that prove the success of pre-K. The first is according to the Center of Public Education. There was a project done called the Perry Preschool Project. The Perry Preschool Project followed kids who attended and kids who did not attend preschool. Those that attended had a 65% graduation rate and on average made $5,000 more a year. Those who did not attend pre-K had a 45% graduation rate. That's a 20% difference. Now, I don't know about any of you, but if I can give my son or my daughter a 20% more chance of success, I'm jumping on that bandwagon. I'm going with it. Another study was the Children Parent Study. And that study showed that children who attended pre-K actually needed 41% less special education than those who did not. Guys, these are astounding numbers. These help us to see why pre-K is important. Let's talk about when pre-K takes place. What we know is, according to the U.S. National Library on Medicine, the brain quadruples in size by the age of 6. Now let's think about the age that our children are attending preschool. 3 and 4 typically, sometimes 5. This is the perfect age range. In pre-K, they learn how to follow directions. They're learning how to stay on task. Not to mention they're learning pre-math and pre-literary skills. Now some of you will ask, well, isn't that what kindergarten's for? Well, for those of you who have a child in kindergarten or have had a child in kindergarten recently, you will understand when I say kindergarten is no longer ABCs and naps. Instead, it's about testing and competition. When my daughter entered kindergarten, she was given an assessment just when she enrolled to see what class to put her in. From there, she was expected to know 5 boxes worth of sight words by the end of the year. For you people that don't know what sight words are, they're actually little cards that have a word on it that the children are expected to memorize and then say immediately. These are hard things if a child doesn't have preparation. ABCs 1, 2, 3s, those are preparations. And lucky for me, my daughter was in pre-K. So she got the things she needed before she went to kindergarten. Another thing that I find really important about pre-K is social enhancement. This is personal to me. Kids learn how to work in groups. They learn how to become friends. But in my situation, my daughter was extremely shy. She would not go up and say hello to other kids her age. She was scared. Pre-K helped to open that door. It was a fun environment, so it wasn't all just learning, but they played activities that allowed her to learn about how to be a friend and how to get a friend. All these things are really important, but I know there's one question on everyone's mind. Who's going to pay for this? Trust me, I thought of that too. Pre-K for everybody. Well, who's going to pay that bill? The taxpayers? Well, guess what? Lucky for us, Georgia has set up a good standard. They came up with a program called the Georgia Lottery. Lottery will actually fund the gaps that the federal government aren't paying already. So it shouldn't cost us any additional money because Georgia has proven that it can be done. In fact, according to the Georgia Lottery, they have already funneled in 2015 alone over $908 million back into the education system. Since the inception of the program, over $5 billion has been funneled straight back into pre-K. Sorry guys, I just need to check my numbers there. But yeah, $5 billion has been funneled straight back into pre-K. That's a lot of money, and it takes care of the gaps. What you also need to know is the success of the Georgia Lottery program. According to the Center for Public Education, Georgia has an 82% higher rate on the third grade readiness test than they did before the pre-K program started. This is huge. It shows the funding's there. It shows it helps future success. It shows it enhances the emotional needs of the child. Where can we go wrong? Let's do some hypotheticals. What if we didn't start this program? Where would we be on the country list? Where would we be on graduation rates? For me, it's worth the effort. I'm running short on time, so I'd like you guys to know that there's a petition in the back. If you agree with me, sign it. Let's get our congressman to look at this. There's also a handout that gives you 2 websites on how to find your own local congressman if you want to do your own research. And as always, I'm here at the end, or you can reach me at kimberly.cottle.shorter.edu. Thank you guys. I wish I had more time, but if you have any questions, I'm here for you. Thanks so much. You have a good day.